Hi Power Sliders, and welcome back to Full Send, my series on all the Formula 1 cars in Automobilista 2. In this episode, we're going to take a good look at the vintage Gen 2 class, which features such icons as the Brabham BT26A and the Lotus 49C. The Formula Vintage Generation 2 corresponds to the real F1 of the years 1968 and 69. Like the predecessors, the vintage Gen 1 class, which I featured in the first video of this series, they have between 420 and 450 HP and weigh between 590 and 630 kilograms. The most significant difference are their wings at the front and in the rear, what in theory should result in more downforce and better lap times. Since there are 4 models in this class alone, we literally have a lot of work ahead of us. So without much further ado, let's get right into the driving action. The first Generation 2 car of the vintage class I'll test now is the Brabham BT26A. Yeah, what's the main difference right away compared to the Generation 1s? Yeah, they feel a little more controllable. Perhaps due to the wings. Yeah, they still power slide as hell, and the overall sensation is, well, yeah, that of a vintage car, of course. Though the handling itself seems improved, my lap times, at least with the Brabham here, are not. I cruise around, oh god, alright. Now, in the Generation 2 Model 1 car, what could well be a Cooper, but it's just called Model 1 in-game. That's the evolution of the car I drove most in the first video of the Gen 1 cars, the 2 Gen 1 cars there. Feels pretty much like it. Yeah, there's not much of a difference between this car and the Brabham. I'm more than 3 seconds behind my best time in the Generation 1, Model 1. Not as aggressive. Wow! Woo. Oh, close to the edge again. But this car, what I like is that it really responds, that it turns. If I had to choose between an oversteery or an understeery car, I would always pick the oversteery because it gives you more options.
That lap was at 144.4. That's your best lap in this session.
Oh. Sideways into Saint Devot. Okay, and again sideways through Massalet. Woo! And it's even faster. So perhaps that's the way to drive these cars. Sideways. Whoa. Oh, that feels different. Hey guys, that's the
Model 2 car. Oh, yeah. Catch it. Which, like in the Generation 1, has some more HP, about 40 I guess, but is also, 20 excuse me, and but is also 40 kilograms heavier. I'm not sure what its real life counterpart is or was in the Generation 1. For me was totally undrivable. This thing here is a little better, but I have a feeling. Oh god, I have a feeling that I am not fast in this car. Let's see. Cool. Okay, acceleration is better. Let's see how it turns. Oh god. Okay. So it's turning in under braking. Okay. At least that's helping me. Oh, turn! Oh god, damage. It's not as hopeless as its predecessor in the Generation 1, but it's by far, well, the most unwilling and difficult to drive car of the three so far, and well, I know what's coming up next. Next one is an icon. Well, if you want a real challenge, try to set up this car to your liking and do a quick lap with it. And please call me if or when you are P1 on the leaderboard. This is so difficult. The car is so nervous and twitchy between under and oversteer. It's definitely not what you want as a racing driver. Any form of erratic behavior does make you confident. Oh god, okay. Oh god, alright. Okay, I think the Model 2 and I...
completely knackered.
Yeah.
Nothing we can do.
I herewith end our relationship with each other. On to the next one, on to the beautiful highlight in this video. And one of the highlights in almost any racing game. Of course, I'm talking about the Lotus 49C. Let's see how it does in AMS 2. Alone and in comparison to the other cars. As a sim racing game developer, actually, you're not allowed to mess this car up. It is such an icon. One of the first stars in Formula 1, so dominant and so successful in its time. Yeah, and right out of the box, without any prejudice or preoccupation, I can tell you, this thing drives great. Handling was the best of the four, close to the Brabham perhaps, or well, the other way around, the Brabham perhaps comes closest. V8 Cosworth, genuinely and originally created for this car, was the basis. And around that engine, that They built a car everybody wanted to drive.
That was 144.8.
Okay. 144.8 is still more than 3 seconds slower than my best time in the vintage generation 1 Model 1 car. So that's pretty interesting. As a sort of summary,
Sector 1 time is good.
Generation 2 cars are not so close. Are not faster than their predecessors. Interesting.
So much for the different cars. With the Lotus, I am currently P4 on the leaderboard, but with the Brabham, I was also able to do a very good lap, which was only 400ths slower, putting me in P1 for this particular vehicle. I'll end this video with a comparison of the 2 hot laps. We'll shut up now and let you enjoy the great sounds of these cars. Thanks for watching, and until the next time.